So now just look at this part. We are going to do a quick revision of collaboration, monitoring and coordination, right? Along with coordination we will do, and then we go for some bit of exercise there. Okay, so that is how my plan is. Now let's go into that quick revision, okay, of collaboration, coordination and monitoring. Now please remember, coordination is a effort which has to be taken. Don't forget that, so that there will be minimum of friction and maximum of collaborative effectiveness. You have to take that effort basically. And okay, so what is the idea behind coordination is, there has to be a proper group effort or group contribution. Okay, so it is a conscious decision, a rational process, a smart process of attaining the predetermined goals. And you have here Fayol's definition, and I also told you that George Terry and Theo Heyman is given. And remember, coordination is not an element of management, it is the essence of management, which means coordination is there in planning, coordination in organizing, coordination in staffing, coordination in directing, coordination in control. So coordination is the essence of management. When you talk about look into the features of management, we all know that it is not a distinct function. It is the responsibility of the management. Now a question, and this is a tricky question. Does coordination arise spontaneously or is it by force? Please remember only one thing. It cannot be left to chance. What is it? It's a result of conscious effort taken. That's why we started the Q with effort. A result of conscious and concerted action. It is not spontaneous. It is not by compulsion. It is a result of what? Conscious and concerted action by management. So, what is the heart of coordination? Unity of purpose. And it should be a continuous process, dynamic process, ongoing process, and effort towards group participation or contribution. So here you have to remember, this is a repeated question. Coordination is not spontaneous or by force. It is a result of conscious and concerted action by the management. Okay. So coordination is a systems approach, a systems concept. Means what here?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am,
Yes.
screen was not visible clearly, ma'am. They were off only visible, ma'am.
Yeah, this is a page, no, this much only.
Okay.
So I kept the page like this because I wanted to show you this word systems concept. That's why it's like a half. Then it will come like this.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, deliberately kept it because I want you all to note the term systems concept. See, systems concept means it is a system of cooperative efforts. Everybody has their own views. Diversity is recognized. But remember, interdependence is a very important concept. So coordination is not spontaneous, not by force. What is it? A concerted action, a conscious action by management. Remember that point very clearly. Okay, now regarding MCQs, see, look at the principles. Principle of early stage, principle of early stage or early start, both are one and the same. Principle of continuity, principle of direct contact. A superior's direct contact with the subordinates fosters coordination. Principle of reciprocal relationship, principle of effective communication, principle of objectives, right? All these are the principle. Now, as usual, identify the correct one. 3 will be the correct one, 1 will be the wrong one, right? So that is what you have to do here. That is very important, right, in coordination. Collaboration. What is collaboration? It is a concept and method, note this point, by which teams work together very successfully. Now, how to build this collaboration? This was given by two experts, Grattan and Erickson. Remember the name? Grattan and Erickson for collaboration. And in their one of the important articles, 8 ways to build collaborative teams. Now, they understood, actually they studied, they made a deep study of as many as 55 teams, big teams. And based on that only, they have come out with the 8 ways to build collaborative teams. So they look at the 8 points. register that in the class we discussed. You remember that signature relationship practices, role models of collaboration among executives, establishment of gift culture, training in relationship skills, a sense of community, ambidextrous leaders, good use of heritage relationship, role clarity, and talk unambiguously. Remember 8 success factor, 3 will be correct, 1 will be an odd man out. Okay, you're going to remember. And for coordination, remember concept and method by which teams work together successfully. They work together successfully. That is collaboration. It's a concept and a method. Okay. Now, what are the different modes to involve? To make people. Where are the ways you can make them join together? Technologies, design, products, services. But when we are doing some collaboration, we have to make certain sacrifices. They are called as trade-offs. I give up one because I want to work in collaboration. Supposing I'm technologically very sound and there is somebody who is asking about another version of technology to be used, I forsake this because team spirit is more important for me. Right? That strategic trade-offs means what? Compromises to be made, choices to be made so that you become a successful business organization in the market. Right. Now, two other names are given to you here. A framework which was given by Gare Pisano and Roberto Verganti. Look at the names of the two experts. 8 ways to build collaboration was given by Grattan and Erickson. 8 ways to build cooperative teams was given by Grattan and Erickson. At the same time, a framework was given because collaboration is not just a concept, it's a method, it has to be implemented. And those two experts are Gare Pisano and Roberto Verganti. Gare Pisano and Roberto Verganti. Remember that, okay? Now, what is this model? Now, mark this as miss not segment. Very important. Miss not. And a very technical one. Very technical one. So, I suppose you have noted the 4 basic model. Closed and hierarchical network called as elite circle. Open and hierarchical network called as an innovation mall. Open and flat network known as an innovation community. Closed and flat network known as a consortium. Remember those 4. Remember those 4. Okay, now look at this model. If you know this model, you can answer any question from this. No problem at all. What is an innovation mall? A place where a company can post a problem. Anyone can propose solution. Anyone. And the company will choose what it likes best. That discretion company will take. A place where a company can post a problem and anyone can propose a solution. Anyone. For example, innocentive.com. It's a website where companies can post scientific problems. So many people will give solutions. It will choose what it likes best. That is innovation. What is innovation community? Here, anybody can propose problems, offer solutions, and decide which solution to use. So the discretion of the choice of the solution is also done by the other person because he is an expert. That's why we give an example. Linux open source software community. So what is happening here? A company posts a problem, gets solutions, also a decision on this is the best solution is also given. Use it, given your circumstance, use the solution, this is the best. That is innovative community. See the difference between innovation mall and innovation community. And that's what in the class also I told you, when you remember with understanding, the terms should not be difficult. I know what is an innovation mall. I know what is an innovation community. That's why I told you in the class itself, it is a technical segment, but you can learn with understanding so that you can address any question on your own. Next one, elite circle. A select group of participants. who are chosen by the company that also defines the problem and picks the solutions. It's a select group. The company selects, people, that particular group is felt to be very promising and prospective by the company, and to that company, that could be experts, that could be some agencies. So those people, they have to find what is the problem happening. They'll give the context. The company explains the context. Where is that lapse? Where is that loophole? The company will find it and also deliver the solution. So what is that? Example is LSD's hand-picked group of 200 plus design experts who develop new concepts for home products. Now here what happens is, it is let it be a platform, let it be an expert group. Okay, so those people, I am given my challenge. I am given my context. The group tells, oh, this is your challenge. Finance is your challenge. Obsoleteness is your challenge. Managerial, trustworthiness is your challenge. They will give. Sluggish nature of employee is a challenge. Disincentive for the employees in challenge. Physical condition is a challenge. They give the challenge and give a solution. That is elite circle. A consortium is a private group of participants that jointly select problems, decide how to conduct work, and choose solutions. So select group, this one can be a public also, a public platform, a public forum, a public agency. Here, this is a private group, means very confidential, close. Those people, they select the problem, decide how to conduct the work, and also choose a solution. It is handed over to a small group. It's not selected group, private group. That is a difference here. IBM's partnership with select companies to jointly develop semiconductor technology. Supposing IBM says that this is our situation, and we want to have semiconductor technologies. It will become a elite circle if it is in the public space. Here, IBM is selected some companies. You people jointly put together. So partnership with select companies to jointly develop semiconductor technologies. Some companies with IBM has chosen that private group of companies to help in semiconductor technologies. So when you have to develop technologies, IBM's that partnered companies will tell what is the problem you will have, what are the challenges, how to make it work, what is the solution. That is consortium. Remember? Okay. So on the vertical axis, you have participation, open participation, and closed. On the horizontal axis, you have governance, hierarchical governance, and flat. Okay. This is very important. Along with this table, you study this chart. Once this is done, that's it. You are good. We are entering into monitoring. Okay. So let's quickly have a glimpse into monitoring. What is monitoring? A systematic process of collecting, analyzing, and using information. All the three. Collecting, analyzing, and using information. Okay. Then monitoring basically again is to help the objectives as targeted. And you have two experts, Gosling and Edwards. Gosling and Edwards 2003. They say that regarding monitoring, it's a systematic and continuous collection. It's not a piecemeal work. Continuous process of collecting and analyzing information, collecting and analyzing information, collecting and analyzing information. Who has given this? Gosling and Edwards. Right? And this monitoring is very, very important. It is to ensure that every person knows about some happening. Say, for example, government welfare programs. It is meant for some women, minority groups, tribal people. Are they aware of it? Are they aware of it? So monitoring is also done to ensure that people are aware about those development interventions, right? And remember, monitoring is different from evaluation. Evaluation is after you do something, you are making an appraisal. But monitoring is not that. Collecting information, analyzing, using it. So it's an ongoing activity. The focus is on the activity. You can bring changes. Okay, and monitoring is generally an internal mechanism. Of course, significance of monitoring is a non-technical segment. You can do that revision generally, and also the purposes, objectives, etc. types of monitoring. Okay, process or performance monitoring. If that is the case, then how well those activities are implemented. Use of resources, how is a process being done, those things will be monitored. Results or impact monitoring is you are only talking about the outcome, at the outcome, at the impact level. So, impact monitoring is more often associated with the changes at the outcome. What is the outcome there? Because we are calling it result or impact. What is the outcome of it? What is the outcome of it? Of this program, what is the outcome? It is not just the target. What is the outcome of? What is the progress attained? Okay, that is it. Beneficiary monitoring. Beneficiary monitoring is exactly getting the feedback from the beneficiaries of the program. That's why I told you have government welfare programs in mind. What are the complaints they have? I say it's a welfare intervention, but the beneficiary says no, he or she has complaints. So do that. Situation monitoring. Here, external environment, political situation, uncertain political climate, economic, drastic economic fluctuations. Okay, technological obsolescence or advancement, sudden, all these. Financial monitoring, completely budgeting, financing, auditing. Administrative or logistic monitoring, that is regarding transport, inbound, outbound, all these aspects. Complaints monitoring, that is whether legal regulations, contractual regulations, government regulations, ethical regulations are followed up. That's the main thing. Are you clear? Now, why we give the types of monitoring, you understand? Because in the exam, they will give you one statement and you have to identify the type. Okay? Are you clear? Steps in the monitoring process. Planning, collecting information, recording information, storing information, analyzing information, sharing information, reporting information, and using information. So with this, a quick glimpse has been done. Okay. Now, this one we will go on to decision making also we will go through so that both quiz together we can attempt. Okay. Yes, and the quiz exercise is ready for you. As usual, I've kept it ready for you. Yeah, see, we have this. Okay, decision making theories, a quick glimpse. Yeah, see, how many 1 minute. Now, let's have a look into that decision making topic also so that this is helpful in you answering. That's what I felt actually. So look at the first important cue for this topic is it is similar to planning topic, at least process wise. So you will not have any problem. Okay, look at the features. Goal oriented, pervasive, intellectual exercise, a problem of choice, continuous process, basis of action, implies commitment of organizational resources, situational, right? So generally this is for random reading, why you have to make decisions, etc. Is there definitions. This is a new, like Lopez, Felix Lopez, George Terry, Andrew Sisliger, John McDonald, Herbert Simon, isn't it? Names. Characteristics of decision making. I told you always So decision making is a rational choice. It is a necessary aspect, purposeful aspect. It involves a commitment of the resources and reputation of the organization. It is always related to situation. So one among this will be an odd man out. Features are also a technical one. The most expected question is, because all this will come under planning, types of decisions. Routine decision versus strategic decision. Routine decisions are what? They follow certain established rules and policies. But strategic decisions are very important because it will be taken relating to policy matters. Policy matters, that too by top and middle, higher levels. This is like, their decisions are made repetitively following certain established rules and regulations. I'm for taking these decisions. But strategics are policy matters. So top and middle management. Programmed and non-programmed. Of course, programmed is routine. It's a thing. It is according to a specific procedure. That's why programmed. Look at the highlighted word. So this decision is according to a specific procedure. So it is programmed. What is non-programmed? No standard procedure. Okay. Policy and operating. Policy decisions are, by the term policy, it is vital. Taken by top management. Operating decisions are putting the policy into action. Right. Organizational and personal. So organization is in his official capacity as a manager. Because of his designation in the company, he takes certain decisions. But personal decisions is, manager is an individual, as a human being, not as a member of organization, takes that. Can you see that? Can you understand? Individual and group. Okay. Individual and group. Self-explanatory. By an individual, MD, CEO, CFO can take a decision. What is that group decision? Taken by board of directors. Okay. Now principles of decision making. Principle of definition. Principle of evidence. Principle of identity. Principle is a technical segment, no? Principle of definition, principle of identity, principle of evidence. Okay, very important. Now decision making process, they generally don't ask because they overlap. It's overlapping, right? Then Peter Drucker's definition is there for you here and there. Okay, now we will move on to this one, techniques. Yeah, in this chapter, as a revision tip, I give you study types of decisions, techniques of decision making, because all other will be similar. You go through once others. Types of decision making, techniques of decision making. Okay. Quantitative techniques and modern techniques. What are quantitative techniques? Linear programming. That is, it is a mathematical technique using computer application for attaining optimality, maximization of profit or minimization of cost. Probability decision theory. Probability decision theory is basically what? Your decision tree, which you see in organizations, payoff matrices, all these are constructed. Game theory, NM theory. Yesterday also I was telling NM theory. Game the base rule. You saw, no? I think you saw in business environment, you studied this, no? Zero sum game, non-zero sum game, base rule, etc. Okay. Zero sum game is where one can win at the expense of another. One wins means another person loses. Zero sum game. Non-zero sum game is two people can win. Queuing theory. Queuing theory is whenever there is a waiting line problem. Okay. So the generally you have a, see, I want to book a Ola now. It tells me peak demand. All vehicles are busy. Don't you get that? So that is the meaning of this. Simulation. I have told you many times, simulation is not same as stimulation. Simulation is an artificial construct. For example, no, like a main interview, they'll conduct a mock interview. We have no mock exams like that. Network techniques already done. PERT and CPM. This morning also in control techniques you did PERT and CPM. So with this, your quantitative techniques are over. Modern techniques, what are they? For non-programmed decisions, creative techniques. They are creative techniques. Creative techniques means what? Like brainstorming, come out with vibrant ideas, novel ideas. Participative techniques. Participative technique means what? Employee participation as a part of industrial democracy is a must. Heuristic techniques, that is learning from our own experience. It's my experience which makes me speak. A managing director could very well say. Heuristic techniques, learning from your own experience. Okay. and guidelines for so with that your techniques are over. So types and techniques of decision you're going to study. Now what are the guidelines for effective decision making? General one I've highlighted. Decentralized structures are important, and appropriate decision making workload at each center. Too much of a burning should not be there. Coordination of various subdivisions is important. Expert advisory role is mandatory. Proper communication is very important, and design and installation of decision support systems. We saw no management information system like that. Proper scientific formal channels of decision support systems. Okay, so with this it is also over. Okay, now I'm going to keep you the final quiz in collaboration topic and control and so I'll ask you the questions now. I will type the questions for you. It is ready for these two chapters. Okay. Yes. First, I'll keep it. I'll ask from this coordination topic. Okay. That is, it will be coordination, collaboration, and monitoring. Coordination is the dash to ensure smooth interplay of the functions. I'll give you answer finally, but you just go through now these questions. Okay. Coordination is a dash and dash process. Options are option A, logical and systematic. Okay. Scientific and rational. Conscious and rational. None of the given. Okay. Then next one, third. According to dash. To coordinate is to harmonize. Okay, find out the name of the management expert. Dash and dash. Dash and dash. Consider coordination as a permeating function. Coordination is an element of management. State true or false. Okay. Coordination is neither, this is a repeated question, spontaneous or by force or by compulsion. Again you have to say true or false. Then coordination is the seventh one. Is, as I write, you also note it down so that we can discuss our answers. Coordination is a dash concept. Dash concept as it regards organization as a system of cooperative efforts. I have given you a lot on principles, so I'm not every chapter I give you principles. Okay. Now going to collaboration, we will have this. Give the names of the experts who gave ways to build collaboration or collaborative teams. How many ways were suggested by the experts, to build the collaborative teams. Okay. Next one, please. A closed and hierarchical network. A closed and hierarchical network is known as an elite circle. True or false? Okay. Next one. A closed and flat network is dash. Okay. Now let us look at the answers of this question, isn't it? And one more question I will give you. Dash is the systematic process of collecting, analyzing and using information for for a program's success. Okay. Now, by now you should have taken down. So look at the answers. We will also check with the answer keys whether your answer is right or wrong. Okay, that's what we are going to do now. It is not going to be tough because since we did a proper revision and we are going for the answers, it is very correct. Okay. Coordination is the effort. Remember how I said to ensure smooth interplay of the functions. Coordination is a dash and dash process. Remember, the answer is conscious and rational. Most appropriate choice. Most appropriate choice is conscious and rational. The third one, according to dash. According to Henry Fayol. Don't forget the answer. According to Henry Fayol. Some books give HENRY. Some books gives HENRY. Okay. Now the fourth question is dash and dash consider organization as a permeating function. Dash and dash. Okay. Remember that. I give you time because it's a new one. You should know. It is, but the name is familiar, isn't it? George Terry and Theo Heyman. George Terry and Theo Heyman. Okay, they consider coordination as a permeating function. Okay, remember, coordination is an element of management, true or false? No, false, because it is a essence of management. Okay, coordination is neither spontaneous nor a forced, true. It is a conscious effort. We already saw, no? Conscious and a rational effort. Remember the term effort? Okay, this is the answer. Okay, next question. Coordination is a dash concept. Systems concept. Because it says the organization depends upon system of cooperative efforts. Systems concept. Give the names of the experts who gave. Carefully read this question. Give the names of the experts who gave ways to build collaborative teams. Very clearly noted. It's very important. I told you, no. Grattan and Erickson. What are the names? Today itself you are learning, isn't it? Grattan and Erickson. Remember that. Okay. How many ways they gave? Answer is 8 ways. 8 ways to build the cooperative team. I think all the 8 ways we also read, we revised actually this one. Okay. Then a closed and a closed. Look at the question carefully. A closed and hierarchical network is known as an elite circle. True. Answer is true. We revise this also, no? Okay. A closed and a flat network is called as dash. It is called as a consortium. It's called as a consortium. Remember the answer. Okay. Dash is a systematic process of collecting, analyzing, and using information monitoring. Okay. So at last we have done this also successfully. The answer key. I suppose as I was writing the answer, you also checked your answer. You are clear with that. Also, now to go for the last topic revision, that is the decision making. So let's test ourselves, a small test for you. Okay. So, with this, we will end our chapter. The entire revision is getting over. I think by 10:30 we should get over. So since we have revised already, let me read the questions for you. Okay, at a glimpse. I'll make this font little easy for you and I will make it as a sentence case. Yeah. According to dash, A decision represents a judgment. Decision making is a process involving information. True or false? Tactical decisions are routine decisions, strategic decisions, policy decisions, none of the given. Dash decisions require thorough study of the problem and scientific analysis. Organizational decisions are those which a manager takes in his official capacity. True or false? One of the following is not the criteria of decision making. Identify the same. Economy of effort, element of risk involved, early beginning, time constraint. The technique of decision making, which is very useful under conditions of uncertainty, is dash. This technique is useful for conditions of competitive rivalry. Dash. List out the techniques for non-programmed decision. Expand, put. Expand, put. Okay. Have a look at this and we can have our answers parallelly. So let me now give the answers there itself so that we can look at the segment with the answer. Let me make it proper font and the sentence size so that as we read the options will be very little clear. Okay. Okay. Now look at the question and the answers. According to Dash, a decision represents a judgment. Lopez. Decision making is a process involving information. True, and it was given by Andrew Gill. Tactical decisions are routine decisions. Dash decisions require a thorough study of the problem and scientific analysis. Non-programmed decisions. Organizational decisions are those which a manager takes in his official capacity. True or false? True. One of the following is not the criteria of decision making. Option 3, early beginning. Okay. The technique of decision making which is useful under conditions of certainty is game theory. Okay. This technique is useful under conditions of competitive rivalry. Creative techniques. Okay. List out the modern techniques for non-programmed decisions. No, wait a minute. What are the techniques for non-programmed decision, modern techniques? Creative, participative, heuristic. Right. Okay. So the technique of decision making which is useful under conditions of certainty is linear programming. Please note the technique of decision making which is useful under conditions of certainty is linear programming. The technique useful under conditions of competitive rivalry is game theory. Please check your answer properly. Okay. Now what are the modern techniques? Creative, participative and heuristic. Expand, put, program evaluation and review technique. So with this we have got the answers for the last topic also. Finally, letting the cat out of the bag. Preparation tips for management is this. Break down your chapters or lessons, each lesson into technical and non-technical for revision. Technical implies very important ones which I have to keep revising. They may include definitions, models, names of management experts. You can follow ICMII as you wish, but we have included all in Bharadwaj material. Its choice is yours anyway. Process. means what? Planning process. Means what? Organization process sequence. Order is very important. That's why we should show with the chart. Principles. Each element of management has unique set of principle. What is applicable for planning will not be applicable for coordination. So that also you have to revise. Control techniques. Wherever the term techniques are there, and difficult concepts. It's not easy concept. Difficult concepts you have to know. Acronyms. Abbreviation. I'll add acronyms here. And you have to study. Okay. Difficult, that is management jargons. What you don't know, carrot and stick approach, management jargons. Okay. Span of management, definitely the theory with, that is the only theory with formula, tabulation, etc. And what is non-technical, which I can go through, just go through. Technical is repeated study, repeated revision. Non-technical is, no, go through, just go through once. So what is that? Merits, demerits, barriers, measures, critical appraisal, some general terms or general concepts. Are you clear? So with this, our management revision is completely done. So 6:30 to 10:30, a very solid job we have done. So I will show you the slide completely once again. Please see, we have not left anything behind. Today's target was nature and scope of directing, supervision, leadership, motivation, communication, nature and process of controlling, traditional and modern techniques, coordination, collaboration, monitoring, decision making process and techniques, management theories, bureaucracy, stewardship and agency. And in fact, for difficult topics, we have done a quick revision of the topic and then done for exercises. Gone for exercises with the answer key also we checked. And for those topics which are, like self-explanatory and easy, directly we entered into questioning, isn't it? Now look at this, peacefully look at this slides. So in PPT also I have added a few more exercise for you. You can, since we are going to share the PPT, you can try that with the answer key. Anyway, Word document exercise I wanted to do deliberately in the class itself. That is there. Apart from that, in PPT also, now see, we did a communication in Word document exercise with the answer key, but another also I have given with the answer key. So you can just look at those also. Even from control, I have given with the answers. Yeah, decision making was our last thing. So we have done a very good job, isn't it? So successfully we have done India. One thing which I want. So my dear students, thank you for your wonderful cooperation for on all the 5 days. So the tips for the exam, the day before the exam, stay calm, be confident, be optimistic, spend time wisely across topics, no line by line reading before the examination, have proper intakes and night sleep, no exam fear. Once the paper is over, go ahead with the thoughts on the and preparation for the next paper. Okay, thank you and best of luck. Loads of prayer for your success in the examination. I also make an appeal to the Almighty and to the exam. Dear exam, please be nice to our students. Thanks a lot for your participation, and the materials, revision materials, whatever needs to be shared will be shared by tomorrow, because today we have to consolidate what happened during the last 5 days. We have two papers, or rather two segments of paper 4, fundamentals of business economics and management. So I have to organize it and hand it over to the admins, and they will upload to you. Kindly stay in touch. I think Jayprakash, you've been asking for it also. I noted that. Please be calling us or asking, so that we know things have gone. Okay, because it is between the faculty admin team. There is a team, we have to coordinate and send you all the materials, and whatever you require also you write. By the way, my plan is to send you the PPT slides and Word document revision exercises. Okay, because our Bharadwaj material is very sufficient. That much is very clear. And when we did in the class itself, we highlighted and did. So there is no problem about that. And people who want to do ICMAI material, you can very well use a parent institute ICMAI material, not a problem. But if at all you want PPT slides and Word document, I tell you that it's being shared, because it's been a request last 5 days by some of the students who were not able to attend because of the semester and other things. So we will meet or stay connected through WhatsApp, right? Any doubts, please feel to ping me. If I have other classes or other schedules also, whenever I see, I would reply. And any materials clarification, you can contact me. I would definitely contact the admins or ask you to approach them. And thank you for staying for all the 5 days. To my knowledge, and with the grace of Almighty, we have made a productive use of all the 5 days, from beginning from Monday to Friday. I definitely hope that with this revision support, you can score above 90%. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, Jayprakash. Feel free to contact us. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubts, academic subject related, please feel free, and I will also ensure that materials reach you, whatever it is, right? Thank you so much.